Hey guys, a few things of note before we start this video. One is that I apologize, but I was quite sick yesterday, and it kind of comes off in the recording. Two is that Arch is sick, which is why he didn't show up. Hey, at least I did. And three is that there's a whole bunch of outtakes that can be found on the side channel, demonetized, and also linked at the end of the video. So make sure to check those out. Enjoy the garbage fest that is Lord of the Rings, the Rings of Power. I know you had COVID. How's that doing, Lilith?
I still feel a little bit sick. My throat's a little bit but
Imagine catching COVID at this stage. Embarrassing.
This would be like my like fourth time having it.
That's brutal. Do you go outside just like a lot?
Kind of. Jeez, I gotta mute Kibs here. What the fuck?
Is playing audio for you guys?
Yes.
What the fuck?
Oh.
How? It shouldn't even be started. I think it's just. Hold on, I just gotta.
Yeah. Kibs, you never do the audio correctly.
It
always
me.
fucks up.
It's them. Like this is the menu,
It's
right? If you use
them.
Amazon Prime. Look at that little mute symbol right there, muted. I feel like they autoplay the episode to try to make you interested, like they're that desperate. Also, it's dropped to 3.0 now.
Yeah. You know what I think's going on with it, man? I think like there's some kind of weird player issue where the video is like behind the page still playing. Because you get that in some embed sites where like
maybe that's
even though
how they get high view counts.
Really?
I mean, how else? It technically count as a view.
Well, one thing I have been noticing is that even the normies are starting to figure this out. Those low reviews, they just aren't going away, you know?
They're growing a little bit. Oh, I have a message for you on behalf of one of our mutual subscribers.
Okay.
He works as a packaging company. He told me that in his packaging place, the Amazon stickers and stuff actually arrived a couple months before the launch. And most of the warehouse stuff. And they were basically just sort of sitting there, and then they finally got around to using it. So they were already pre-planning the putting the stickers on everything.
Yeah, and actually, speaking of that as well, so I have a viewer who's in Montreal, and who sent me basically a giant advertisement that's taking over one of the main subway stations in Montreal for this show. They just like plastered it on the ground, they plastered it on the walls, and it's just like, please watch. So this is like apparently fucking everywhere right now. Oh my god, there's a payphone still in this station. Jesus, I feel like I'm in the 90s again. The advertisements get even wackier. Because, for example, if you own a legal copy of Photoshop, and you were to open it up right now, you're going to get artwork as a splash screen of Lord of the Rings as your loading page.
An Adobe deal, huh, too?
Yep. So, now, I haven't seen this because I don't have my copy of Photoshop legally. But if you happen to have it,
fuck Adobe.
what's going on is Adobe has made this big deal with Lord of the Rings. They're just putting a bunch of Lord of the Rings shit into the app that you paid for because fuck you. And in fact, people have been complaining about it because this guy's like, this is revolting. I pay monthly for Photoshop, and now I'm forced to see an ad for the Amazon Rings of Power series every time I open it. This is a disservice to the consumer. What is the next step? Having to see a 30-second ad to save a file? It's like, fair enough. I don't want this to be the way that apps go in the future. It's one thing to run ads.
Cyberpunk future.
Oh god. It's one thing to run ads on a YouTube video. It's another thing on an application that you just have on your computer, right? And it has been slowly coming out that Amazon is offering YouTubers big stacks of money to just blanket praise the show. Now, I haven't gotten my stack yet. Yeah, I don't know.
Gosh, when you switch gears.
Suddenly, it's a great show. But yeah, so for example, this came out with Hello Future Me. He was given an email from Amazon to promote Rings of Power on his channel. He asked Amazon, hey, can I review it honestly and not just simply praise you? And they ghosted him. So they are looking for people who will just say the show is good and will give you a bunch of Bezos bucks. This story with Hello Future Me, that was reported on Bounding Into Comics. So that's something that everything knows. But I have for you a dev exclusive I'm in contact with a YouTuber, a friend of mine, who is way bigger than all of us. Way bigger than Sargon. This friend of mine came to me in private and showed me an email. There is a Lord of the Rings phone game for this show that I haven't heard of at all. But as part of the promo deal, he was offered to do some kind of promotional tie-in for the phone game as part of the show's advertising project. And he was offered for one change of his profile picture on all of his social media and 2 retweets.
Oh,
That is a lot of money.
that's wild.
Yeah, apparently everyone who has like millions of subs on YouTube, they're just getting scattershotted these emails, hoping that someone's gonna bite. Damn.
Are they really even from
allocate?
Amazon?
Well, they're probably like from an advertising agency that Amazon's contracted. Gave them a budget, said just go pay off these guys to do this. Like that's pretty common. I've received from a dozen different companies all offers to do a promo for Raid Shadow Legends.
Yep.
It's just
You're big enough.
Yeah, I am, but I never answer them. Actually, my funny thing, my editor keeps saying, "Dev, can you please look at the promo folder? Just look at some of these. We need some money." And I'm just like, I will not compromise my ideals.
You're
But
a
yeah.
man of principles.
Are you trying to flex on Arch? Stop that.
Well, here's the thing. Like, I'm not against the idea of doing an ad if it was something I was already gonna say. It's like, say the show is good. It's like, well, if I think it is, sure.
Yeah.
But I'm not gonna
that's a
get
win.
bought. I'm not gonna be bought though.
It's pretty problematic too for you because people rely on you to like express yourself honestly.
Mhm.
And if you compromise that, then people have less reason to listen to you in the future.
Yep.
Yeah.
You're irreversibly damaging your portfolio.
Yeah, just
know,
your
I-
reputation.
I would basically only do something if I believed in it. So, for example, I actually do like HelloFresh as a product, so I wouldn't mind doing a HelloFresh ad. But like, I'm not going to do something unless I don't already believe in it. That's the dev way, I guess.
So wait. So in regards to
So
Raid Shadow Legends,
honorable.
wouldn't you try it to find out if you like it? What if you like it?
Yeah,
Then
what if
maybe
you
could
love
do
it?
Oh God!
What
Don't
if
make
it's your
me
next
play
World of
Raid Shadow
Warcraft?
Legends.
Listen, Dev, come on. I hear from Arch all the time. It's not that bad, Kibs, but he always says that on YouTube when we're live.
He always says it when he has a big check dangling in front of him.
He's like, this Raid Shadow Legends is pretty good, actually. Probably does
Oh,
feel
God.
good when you get a few $1,000, doesn't it?
But all right, there's lots of advertising money flying around for this show, and absolutely none of it is going to us. So let's get it on the road, Kibs. Let's watch episode 6. What's it called?
Hold on. It is
The
called.
Phantom Penis.
The Phantom
Well, it was a
Penis.
good guess, but it's called Undun, which might mean Phantom Penis in Orcish or whatever.
Listen, Lilith, we spent 30 minutes talking about trans stuff before the call started. We can't keep going. We can't do it. Udun. Let's roll.
You wanna watch this? Ah, crap. We skipped the intro, basically.
Nice, thank you. It came pre-skipped. Amazon really does know what we want.
Wait, hold on. It was this far along because this is when I stopped it by closing and opening the window again.
Oh.
So it was playing in the background. Holy shit. My theory was correct.
They're all fake views. That's what it is.
If you open the page, you give them a view just by opening it, even if you don't watch it.
Oh my fucking God. I can't
Conspiracy
believe it.
busted.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's been proven, but we just proved it now.
Listen, if you're a conspiracy theorist, that means that you're a fascist, according to some, Kibs. So you can't promote these ideas. You're going to get fact-checked. You're going to get debunked.
Well, it happens sometimes. Those dirty fingies.
Those are just cocaine fingernails.
Probably.
Nice nails.
Oh God, have you seen that picture of Princess Leia's actress with the cocaine fingernail in the movies?
Look, she likes to party hard. Or like to.
That's why it's liked. Oh my God, the orcs are revolting. Oh my God, wait, pause the video. Kibs,
Okay.
I just realized we didn't actually address why Ark isn't here.
Arc.
Sorry,
Yes.
Arch.
We
We
hate
didn't
when we
we
kicked him
didn't
out.
even we forgot to.
Whoops.
Oh my God.
We talked about it literally before the stream or the recording, so oops.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Oh God, I'm
Apparently
sorry,
got
guys.
The coof too.
Yeah, so I have the coof, and Lilith has the coof, and Arch has the coof, but the two of us, we have the metal to actually show up, and Arch is sleeping it off.
He's weak.
To be fair, I'm so fucking brain fogged. I'm so brain fogged right now that like I didn't even think to fucking. Oh my god, I didn't even think to tell you guys that Arch isn't here. I'm sorry, Arch isn't here. I'm sure he'll be back next week with apologies and chocolates.
He'll never apologize, but you can hope, I guess.
Fuck. God damn it.
Well, rewatch the entire episode with him just to torture Dev.
Yeah, no, we just told we didn't record it.
All right, let's go. Let's see the trial that awaits us. Oh, they got a fat one.
This is just what liberals look like.
Dude,
They ruined it with more wokeness.
Dude, that guy was like, "Oh shit, I probably chose the wrong team."
I'm the bad guy.
Are we the baddies?
Unironically, look like it.
I don't know, they look pretty trustworthy to me.
They're brave, beautiful, stunning immigrants, okay? They've come here looking for a new life.
You ever look at those like Portland Antifa mugshots? It's just these guys.
Oh god, it is, yeah. TafTaj, are you gonna start like skull measuring soon? Is this the skull measuring arc?
Yeah, exactly.
And they're gone.
Are they gonna sneak attack? First strike bonus. Wait, is his plan just to like... Okay.
Solo them? Oh.
The tower's gonna collapse on them. Or something.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wait, whoa. That seems like a bit... Okay.
Imagine getting this.
And trap them in there?
Yep.
Wait, what happened to the horde of orcs coming up the mountain, though?
They all went in, I guess.
I guess so.
That's lucky.
Yeah. Jesus.
And how'd they get over there? And they have oh, I have a problem with that. Those lights could be seen for miles.
Yep.
We have to make ready the village.
Wait.
The far less defensible village?
The castle was, yeah, I was gonna say that narrow pass they would never be able to breach if they barricaded it, not in a reasonable time span.
That's what I was gonna say, they seem a bit close to the army.
Yeah.
Just a pinch.
Alright, so we just saw the anti-Helm's Deep. Alright. God, Jesus.
Yummy.
Where's your saliva? That's a waste.
At least give it to the horse. Alright. You know, I don't like the whole wearing plate armor on the deck of a ship thing. Like that's something you put on once you're getting ready to leave the ship. Because you can't swim in that shit.
Yeah, you're right.
You just
What
sink
happened to bottom?
instantly. Yeah. I just noticed.
From there,
Her hair when braided is the same length as her hair when not braided.
You think she uses extensions in the show?
I mean, from what I understand of women's hair, that's not really that possible. I've seen Amy braid her hair a whole bunch of times. It always gets shorter.
It doesn't get that much shorter though. I guess it depends on how big your braids are.
Yomi has a lot of hair, and it does get noticeably shorter. It's like down to her butt at this point.
no one must know. Not even you.
Oh, but the kid's gonna know. He's gonna follow him.
I think that's a good prediction.
Our enemy has been sighted.
Okay. Just,
We survived.
that'll
the
stop
storm.
them.
All who cannot fight will be barricaded inside. This is to be our keep, our fallback point.
Take heart. All of you.
The wooden thatch building that's flammable is the final
Yeah.
stand.
Greater foe.
I don't know about this one.
In the end, this shadow is but a small and passing thing.
Isn't this a quote from the main movies? Kind of sounds like it. In fact,
It's trying to imitate it, I'm pretty sure. But I don't think they've ever said that in the movies.
there was even something similar in the previous episode when Elrond was getting his own pep talk.
They are trying to imitate the original Peter Jackson movies, though.
And this whole sequence does feel like that Mandalorian episode.
Which one?
The one where Mando and Cara Dune are basically teaching the villagers how to fight because they're going to get invaded. And they're setting up
Oh.
traps and they're like learning.
It's a trope that's used in a lot of movies where the villagers have to defend the home and there's the one warrior that knows what he's doing.
New life.
Yep.
It was like a bit short notice. Like they were just right there next to like the orcs.
They
And,
kind of
like,
were.
the night scene.
Yeah.
And they escaped with enough time to do this.
Best part is this little village is like right below the castle, so you think the orcs would be like looking like, hey, wait a minute.
We shall plant after the battle is over. In a new garden.
He wants to plant some seed. Oh, they finally kissed.
That actress is really pretty. I don't blame him.
Forget how tiny that village looks, but holy smokes.
It's like 3 buildings.
There's like 40 people that live in them.
It's like if you're playing an old RPG in the Super Nintendo. It's like, this is a big town, and there's like 5 buildings. Oh, God. I ate a bunch of spicy ramen before we started, just to try and keep my sinuses open, and now they're starting to close again.
Definitely a good move.
Like, you guys had a full day. You could have just ran.
Yeah,
They
with
can
the
only-
sick and the elderly, like, I'll give them that, they probably wouldn't have gotten far.
Yeah, but they can only travel at night. They're
Well,
enemies.
That's true. That does
could
give them an advantage.
Yeah. 16 hours versus 8.
If you move to an open field and cross the plains, like, what are they gonna do? Is that their battering ram? It's a little log.
Oh, Jesus.
Well,
Rip. The hammer and
I don't know,
sickle
she's
always
using a
wins.
sickle. This
Yes.
is communist propaganda. Wokeness
Well-
strikes again.
Lilith,
Don't
you had
see
the
that-
same idea.
Wait. That explosive laugh.
Boom. Oh, did they just like... Oh. It's like, oops.
Laugh track.
Ba-da-pop, ba-da-pop. Jesus, look at that Grandma Shield Maiden going.
Yeah. If Arch were here, he'd be tearing that apart.
Listen, old lady's still got some spirit.
Just eats him.
Wait, when did the elves learn Kung Fu?
When they need them to.
I think it started in the Hobbit movie. Just got worse.
Haha. Jesus.
That's a bit much. Goo is gonna get in his mouth.
Let's not kiss this time.
That's
Yeah,
flavor,
Take
okay?
a shower first.
Oh, I won?
It all happened off screen.
Wait, they've actually won?
Yes.
Now that's
mean-
how you save on budget.
They
Okay.
picked the wrong side.
I mean, they're still bad guys. Like, they betrayed them.
Yeah.
Why are all the betrayers black or brown? What is this
Foundation.
show trying to say?
Ginger.
Okay, there we go.
Can't be trusted.
Gingers are also a minority.
Oh, shit. Knew that victory was too easy.
Yeah, it's time to go inside, guys.
Oh, there goes his girlfriend. To the key.
To the tavern.
Tavern. Yes, let's all huddle up inside a wooden building that the enemy could just burn down very
Yep.
easily.
I have a feeling the Numenorians will show up just in the nick of time.
Very nice of the orcs to just let them do this. Give them the breathing room.
Mhm.
That blood's coming out fast, by the way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mother! Wake up! Mother!
Oh God.
So was she just holding her breath?
I guess. I just wanted to see how long I could hold my breath.
The orcs have been mighty quiet while they were doing the entire thing.
No, it's a turn-based game. They're waiting their turn. Hey, they're here.
So that they came to save this village, I guess?
Apparently they knew this specific village was under attack too.
Yeah.
You gotta all just stand there and wait for it.
Yeah, that may
sword
be time to
cut through
fight.
them like butter, though, too.
Yeah.
At this
Must
point, they're not gonna be
crazy
spared.
sharp.
It's under here. It's under here.
It's the sound of horses.
So I guess Arch's theory that there's a time skip was wrong,
Yep.
which makes
It's
the
all in
story
the
a
same
lot dumber.
Let me guess. They did that just so the bad guy could get the weapon, so he could get away with the weapon. To be a problem later. Oh God.
Logo.
Jesus.
Ukrainian counteroffensive.
You know, the action's actually not bad. Now that we're actually there. Yeah.
It's actually a lot more entertaining than the Harfoots, I'll give them that.
I don't think we're seeing them this episode.
I think the focus, yeah, is on this storyline,
Yep.
which I kind of prefer, to be honest with you.
So where an entire squad of elves fell to this guy, Galadriel's just gonna do it.
Huh?
Yeah, she's
She's
got girl power.
Oh shit, she used the speed buff.
She popped it.
You know, I will say this for this show. They're clearly, like, going out into the woods and shooting this there. It's not just CG nonsense. It's like, alright, good.
They're putting in the effort. Problem is, it's just... If only they did the same thing for the writing.
Wait, how do you get ahead?
That's an excellent question. Ooh, ouch. Oh, come
We
on.
still have to find out his lore.
I need him alive.
Hmm.
Put it down.
Yeah, and his neck.
Straight down it is.
Satisfy thirst by drinking seawater.
One satisfies it by drinking semen.
The first orcs.
Uruk. We prefer Uruk.
Even Moriander will take orders from the
My
master.
preferred pronouns are Uruk.
And I seek yours.
So wait, is the implication here is that he's
Perhaps we should
what
bring
the
our prisoners into
what the
city.
Urukai came from?
That's what they're trying to say.
Ooh, yeah, probably.
Yeah,
But
because
I don't think that's how that works, because the
Welcome,
orcs
Lord
are
of
elves.
Sea.
Those are the ones that were taken by
Well, they're-
Morgoth and Twisted.
One you call.
Yeah, they're like corrupted
Sauron.
elves.
They were dragged down to the earth. That's why they pulled them out of the mud.
We are creations of the One, master of the secret fire, the same as you, is worthy of the breath of life, and just as worthy of a home.
Oh my god, the orcs aren't bad guys now.
Soon, this land will be ours.
The
and you-
framing is so reactionary. Because clearly they're not worthy of the same, like, dignity.
No.
So the story implication is that, like, some people are just unequal. And it's wrong to believe this.
Even if it takes me
Yeah,
all
because like
to teach
the
I
villain
have
here is
to
saying we're all equal. Everyone's the same. He's
Yeah,
a
is the progressive
socialist.
show going to be like, no, actually, people aren't equal.
be kept
Well, here's the thing, TafTaj.
whisper in your pike.
If you're a MAGA chud, for example, then you're not equal.
Offspring are dead.
Oh, the orcs.
Scourge of
The
your
orcs, the orcs are Trump supporters.
They're MAGA.
They deserve to be banned from Twitter immediately.
Seem I'm not
Oh my
only
god, so true. And the good and the beautiful are people like Galadriel, who vote with her.
Perhaps your search for Morgoth's
They really have no reason to keep them alive.
No.
If I could just hold on to that feeling. Keep it with me always.
Don't stop believing.
I felt it too.
What?
They're gonna bang. Elfussy, Kibs.
What? What the heck? They really are just adding whatever they want, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Romance of Galadriel? Okay. Bit strange, but alright.
Look, that's the power of himbo, okay?
Halbrand, played by Hassan Piker. You know, most of the town is dead. Half of them joined the enemy, and a bunch of them died. Like,
Party dev.
This town is gonna be a bit scarred, you might say.
Get over it really quickly, okay?
My people are alive because of you. As I understand it, they're alive because of you.
Actually, most of them are dead.
girl bosses,
the
Lilith,
girls.
girl bosses. Look at underneath her armpit. She's wearing the t-shirt. Wait, they're not just gonna keep it here, are they?
Yeah, wouldn't they want to return it to like a more secure place than the front line?
I'll be fine.
Then rid yourself of it. Once
You
and
must
for all.
not accept the dark side.
Yeah, see, that was what Sam said to Frodo.
Oh, is it like literally the same words?
Yeah, I just watched it like a little bit ago.
With resist the ring of sword power?
Yeah, they're doing the same thing. Like, they're gonna use the sword
Yeah, it's
like the ring. And
exactly the same
yeah.
trope.
just say precious. Do it. Oh, wait. Hold on.
Oh my
Oh,
goodness.
wait. He
Oh,
got
yeah.
away with it.
Anyways.
Yeah, I'm not sure that the various Sauron artifacts had the same pull as the One Ring did.
Yeah, they're leaning in on trying to copy it too much.
Wait a minute. It's just the key to the dam.
Under the water, there's a hidden thing, I bet.
The message of the story is that infrastructure is evil.
Cursed dams.
This is what hydropower does.
This is what happens if you raise taxes and build a dam, guys.
They want to move away from coal.
No, either way.
It's Sauron's work.
He's all about green energy.
Oh, it's coming through all the tunnels first?
It was all part of their plan. They dug this thing.
Wait, what? Where? Okay. Oh, they're making obsidian. No? Minecraft reference? No?
Yeah, no, they're trying to get to the nether. They got it.
I have many questions. On how they knew how to do this and how that works. And so now that wait, what? The orcs are free now?
Oh, Jesus!
Okay, that doesn't happen in Minecraft.
Poor villagers can't catch a break.
Wait,
I take shelter. They're all on fire.
take shelter
And all the buildings are on fire. Yes.
in all the buildings that are all made out of straw. Oh, wait, is this how it becomes the Black Lands?
From the ash, probably. But it feels a bit weird that this is the reason why.
No, you know what they're doing? They're making Mount Doom. That's what they did.
Oh my god.
It's the origin story.
Mount Doom didn't exist. It had to, like, we had to show it being created.
Yep.
She's dead. Also, the other guy escaped. How did he escape? How does everyone just escape all the time?
Well, she's dead.
She is
Except she's
unironically dead.
Oh my
Wow.
fucking god. All right.
This is so little-
Another episode of the greatest television series on Earth.
The world's
Amazing.
beginning to disagree with that sentiment.
They're a bunch of liars.
How
If that
dare
wasn't for
they.
plot armor, she would be giga dead.
They're all gonna die from like the just the ash alone. Like they're way too
Yeah.
close to the volcano.
Okay, not just that. That is a big enough eruption that is going to cause like a nuclear winter on the planet. For the next few
At
years,
least
there's gonna
in
be
that-
no crops.
Yeah, it's gonna be pretty bad. So I'm curious as to how they're gonna roll this off. And the next episode will have like some ash land, and then they'll be like, "Oh, it's all better now."
Okay, so I just wanna see if I can parse this. So somehow the old man, who he must be dead, that guy, like he's fucked. He gets a hold of the key, and he opens the dam, not knowing what it does, but he opens the dam, and they just
Yeah,
they
because
built
he's like, not bad.
yeah. He's like, oh shit, what did I do? He's like an idiot. Okay, so he opens the dam, and the water floods down, but then they built these canals, and they just knew to do this. I guess they had it all. This is all part of their plan.
This was a big plan to use the water to ignite the magma because that would guaranteeably cause Mount Doom to explode. That seems a bit contrived, I'm not gonna lie to you.
Yeah. Okay, so I know it's a thing in Warhammer, for example. There's a bunch of tunnels underground that go deep and deep and deep, and there's a bunch of things that happen down in the tunnels. But I don't think that if you were to dig deep enough, you would find a giant hole that's like huge, several kilometers, just a big cave down in the center of the earth where all the lava hangs out. Like, I don't think that's how that works.
You
I
generally
think you should take geology class, Dev. Because I think it's perfectly accurate.
because as
Look,
the
if
lava
you dig,
would
dig,
flow there,
dig,
it
it,
would
dig
harden.
deep enough, there's always gonna be lava.
A giant lava cave.
Yeah, yeah,
Can we
lava,
put
but not
Minecraft
necessarily. Okay.
And
Okay.
it funnels it up perfectly. So it explodes outwards and basically creates a bomb.
You see, the water, yeah, the water was basically a chain reaction. Don't ask me how, but it basically caused it to boom boom.
Yeah.
I mean, okay, so that part I could actually see because, like, I've seen, how lava reacts by having water poured on it really quickly, or like the inverse.
If
Like
you throw a
I've
rock
seen,
into it. It
Yeah.
gets violent and
Yeah.
it erupts.
so I've seen stuff like that. Yeah, like if you because the heat wants to rise, and so it goes through the cold and it like pressurizes upwards. So I get that. I just don't buy that there's a giant fucking cave down there.
Well, I feel like the more realistic thing to happen would be like the cave collapsing in on itself.
Yeah.
If
Yeah,
it's
rather
not
than
like
the
a
mountain
tube.
exploding.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But like I get why they wouldn't show that because it wouldn't look good if it was just like a tube. It's a lot more impressive to show like a giant cave.
Mm-hmm. And also, like, I think there was lightning in the eruption. Like, where did the lightning come from?
Look,
Uh,
it's from the evil.
From
Yeah,
the
that
evil.
feels wrong, but I feel like there's gonna be some geology nerd who's like, actually, that makes perfect sense.
But yes, so this episode went from like kind of ridiculous start with some of the fighting, but then like the main bulk of the action was actually like half decent, and then it just like it just spun off into ridiculousness right in the last 5 minutes, where it's
I
just
do
like,
think
oh,
a lot cooler things could have happened rather than like the explosions in the water. Like, what if it unleashed like some like ancient evil beast, and that
A
started
Balrog.
terrorizing them? Maybe that would be cool. That'd be quite the spectacle, and I feel like it would make more sense because you could just like lock it behind doors, and then it would like awaken with the ancient magics.
mm-hmm. Also, I don't like this trend where we have to show where like fucking everything comes from. We don't need to know where Mount
Yes.
Doom comes from.
Solo.
Oh fuck, Solo.
Don't remind me. It's like we have to have origin stories for everything. Like, this is why it's ashen. Like, dude, sometimes maybe the land is just that way because of the positioning. Because
Well,
of the
especially
yeah.
with Lord
Yeah.
of the Rings, right? One of the amazing things that Tolkien did was like he knew when to have mystery in the stories and when to let your imagination fill in the gaps. So I hope we don't go down the path of explaining every little thing.
But nope, it's gotta all be rationalistically explained. Nothing can just be for flair anymore.
Well, I think it works for some stories, but I think that other times it can just be like a cheap way of sort of drawing connections between yourself and the previous source material in a way that ends up like cheapening at worst the source material. I mean, like midichlorians is like the perfect old school example of this, because there is so much like mysticism and interest and intrigue in the Force, and that was kind of stripped away. And that sucks because that mysticism was like I think it was a core part of what made the Force so cool. And to kind of remove that sucked.
Yeah, I agree. And the same thing with Mordor here. Like, we're seeing how Mordor was formed, but I think it might even make it less interesting to know that, oh, it turns out that it was formed because an idiot opened the gate to a dam, and then the water rushed in and caused a volcanic eruption.
Mhm.
That is a lot less interesting than, it's the land of the Dark Lord.
What does he even have the motivation to do that at the end? Like, your bosses are, like, defeated, bro. Like, why were you still working for him? I guess in for a penny, in for a buck, I guess.
I mean,
he
maybe,
already
but
killed that teenager, so...
But he also
That's
seemed
still stupid.
like he was kind of not necessarily possessed in the same way as the ring by the sword, but it seems like he had some kind of compulsion, maybe. Because there was that earlier scene where he's talking to the kid, and he's like, "You know who Sauron is, kid?" And he's kind of acting like a crack dealer.
Mhm.
So maybe it's like a compulsion.
Yeah, he's like schizophrenic for Sauron.
When he talked about the orcs, he talked about the fact that
He got tempted by the dark side.
Yeah.
I remember he was lamenting about the sun and how he was going to have to blot it out. So this is him doing that because the ash cloud is going to blot it out.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
That was a couple episodes ago, but I do remember that.
I mean, that's kind of a cool connection then.
I kind of want to see I want to see a prequel to this prequel, literally called Schizo for Sauron. And it's like a romance between Sauron and like him when he was younger.
Yeah. It's just totally in his head.
Jesus.
Oh my god, and it's framed like a romantic comedy.
Oh, Sauron. Oh, you.
I wonder what Arch is going to say about this when he sees it.
Oh, he's gonna be
fucking enraged, I think.
Yeah.
Oh god, the spicy noodles have fully worn off. I think I need to get to bed before I like fully descend into madness. I'm sure you've all seen Game of Thrones, and how there was that usually there's like that one big episode where they cut all the side stories and they focus on one arc. So they did like Battle of the Blackwater where it was just that fight, or they did the battle at the Wall where it was just the wildlings attacking Castle Black. And I think they really wanted this to feel like that. Like they were just doing one thing today and it's going to be this fight and that's it. And they were kind of really trying to do that kind of thing, but it just felt sort of cheap.
Yeah.
Not exactly sure why.
I think it's because we just don't have
because it was also just one location, but
or like the same connection to the characters.
Yeah, that's what it is. Yeah, there's no connection to the characters.
Yeah.
And I don't care about any of them, with the exception of maybe the villain, he's kind of interesting, even if it breaks lore conventions still with the Urukai. But fine, he at least has a character.
No way, the Urukai. Urukai are the thing Saruman made. He's an Uruk.
Yeah, but he's like the precursor, right?
They're claiming that he's like the first or part of the first Uruks, that they were that close, but which is weird because from my understanding of the lore is that the Uruks all came out like the orcs we know, because they're all that corrupted and warped and twisted. They weren't really elven looking anymore.
Well, maybe he's a work in progress, you know.
They didn't finish him.
They didn't finish.
They gotta put him back in the oven.
why he's so
Work up
pissed.
left me unfinished.
You know, at least there was no Harfoots.
That's true.
The next episode will be 100% Harfoots.
That's also
Just to-
true.
Back
Just
to the
to make-
Harfoots.
Just to make up for it.
Finally.
How many episodes left? So there's 8, right? So there's 2 more to go.
In this season, and there's
Yeah.
5 seasons. God help us all.
This seems to be like too early an episode for a giant climax like this.
Yeah, I agree.
I think this is like the fake out episode because there's gonna be like another episode because now the war is gonna have to escalate because now the orcs have the power of darkness on their side. So, like the good guys are gonna be on the back foot next episode is what I had to guess. Or that deals
Yeah.
with these guys because then they're gonna have to retreat and they're gonna have to go back and get like a bigger army and form the what do you call it? Because this is gonna lead to the last alliance of men and elves, which is that big battle at the beginning of Fellowship of the Ring. The elves and men basically are fighting, Sauron and Mordor. This is all leading up to that point, so I don't know where we are on the timeline before that, but Isildur's here, so I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe that's the plan.
But Isildur was
Isildur
middle-aged.
still has to like have his balls drop a bit more.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's gotta become more of a leader, and he hasn't really gone through a leadership arc.
Well, to be fair, he does end up like not destroying the ring, so maybe he could just be not a leader right up to the end. I guess that's the thing about an episode like this is that there's actually not much to talk about. They weren't jumping around between different scenes, and we couldn't like, oh well, here's what happened with Elrond, and like it really was just one scene, and the battle happened, and then the ridiculous eruption happened, and it's like, well, okay then. So sorry to disappoint everyone, but I guess that's the end of the episode. I mean, don't worry, we're just as disappointed as you.
That's what it is. But hey,
Yeah.
there's always next week.
There's always hopefully Arch will be here that time.
You might
Jesus.
not be.